Welcome to another episode of Wines for the Times. Today we are going to be comparing a Pinot Gris with a Pinot Grigio. Now, before we get started, however, I just wanted to point out that the Pinot Gris grape is a mutation of the Pinot Noir grape, which is quite popular right now. And the difference between a Pinot Grigio and a Pinot Gris is the Pinot Grigio, the grapes are harvested prior to full maturity, before the sugar gets too high or the acid's too low. And the Pinot Gris is harvested at full maturity, which gives you a sweeter wine with lower acids. So we're going to see how that pairs out when we compare these two wines. So today we're going to be drinking this Pinot Grigio. And this Pinot Grigio is Mezzacorona Grigio from Italy in the Trentino region. It is 12.5% alcohol and it cost $18 Canadian for this bottle. And the Pinot Gris that we are going to be comparing it to is a Gustave Lorentz Pinot Gris from France in the Alsace region. It is 13.5% alcohol and it costs $33 Canadian. So here we go. Let's start with the Pinot Gris. We're going to pour it into the tasting glass. Here we go. And I forgot my cardboard. Here we go. Okay. So we're going to take a look at the color. And it's very light, as you can see on the screen. It's clear. It has low intensity. It's very pale, kind of an orangey color with maybe a little bit of a greenish tinge to it. And basically at the rim, there's really no discernible color at all. I can't do the viscosity very well in this glass, so we'll pass on that. We'll go to the nose. Okay, this wine is of good condition with a medium-high intensity, which means I could smell it way out here. And the aromas I'm getting are pear and apple with a hint of honey. Let's have a taste. The wine is off dry and has a little bit of sweetness, so it may be a little bit sweeter than off dry. It has low acid and no tannins. The flavors are of sour apple and pear with a floral undertone. And it's full-bodied, slightly oily on the palate, and the alcohol and finish are medium. So I think that this is good quality and value for the price. It's well balanced with complex flavors, and that offsets the acidity and the alcohol. And I think this would pair very well with a creamy mushroom risotto. Now let's go on to the Pinot Grigio from Italy. Just read the bottle again. It is also very clear. It's like a pale straw at the core, and it's clear at the rim. Now I opened this bottle previously, and when I originally opened the bottle, I thought it was bad. It had an overwhelming aroma of mildew, very, very intense. So I let it sit out for a while and breathe, and now I'm going to take a whiff of it again. Okay, so I'm getting some honeysuckle, and there's some minerality to it, and an undertone of truffle. And the wine is dry, much drier than the one from France. And the acidity is medium, and there's no evidence of tannins. I'm getting a flavor of musk and sour apple. There's medium alcohol in body. It may even have low body. And the finish is short. It doesn't stay on your palate very long. So I'm not a big fan of this. If I were to buy a Pinot Gris or a Pinot Grigio again, one of the two, I would get the one from France. This one from Italy was of okay value because it was only $18, but it's not very well balanced. The flavors are very simple, and the alcohol and acidity basically overpowered the flavors that you would get. I think that this wine would pair very well with like a spaghetti carbonara. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I look forward to sharing the next series with you as I'm finishing now. This is session 4 of my intermediate sommelier class, and I'm moving on to session 5, which has 4 reds. So we'll be moving from the whites to the reds, and I hope that you'll join me. Have a good day.